Hi there, Capricorn. Thank you so much for joining me. This is your angel reading, your general angel reading for the week of, October 18th through 24th of 2021. So, cards are just popping out here, left, right, and center, and they're kind of like flippy. It's like they're wild. It's like, yeah, crazy. I can hardly keep hold. See? They're just making a big mess. So we'll see if the next deck is also like that. We'll see. So since this is a general angel reading, that means that all your guardian angels as a group have come forward at my invitation. And so they're here to provide the best message they can for as many of you as possible. So that means that if any part of this doesn't resonate with you, that's no problem. Just leave that part and move on to the rest. Some other part will resonate better. It just means that part's for somebody else. So, okay. So let's see what's going on here. Okay. So, number one, whatever it is that you've been thinking about lately and it's a new idea and you're wondering you should do that or you shouldn't do that, yeah, they're saying yes. It's a great idea. It's divinely guided is what they're saying. That you got that idea from them. And you don't really realize that, but they're always shuffling ideas to you and resources and, all that kind of stuff. And so this one that struck your fancy is definitely a good idea. So get moving on it. You can start, you have whatever it takes to get this off the ground. And it's a go. It's a yes. It's a yes. Okay. All right. So, inner authority. Inner authority. So that means that you have, that's creating a shadow, that you have the inner knowledge, the gut feelings, the intuition, the access to your own higher self, right? To know what decisions are best for you, what choices are best for you, right? So it says, these are the Archangel Raphael cards. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for supporting me as I take back my power and listen to my intuition, desires, and feelings. So it feels as though somebody else has been making decisions for you. And a certain amount when you have a family, you have a spouse or kids, or maybe you live with somebody else or things like that, or I'm not sure, maybe somebody else has had authority over you somehow. Then those people have been making decisions for you, but it's time for you to take that back. It belongs with you, that decision-making power, and you're the one who knows what works best for you. You're the one who knows what resonates. So stop giving that power away. It's as though you were not in control of it when that power got taken away from you, is how that feels. But you need to take that back now. So whether you gave that away on purpose or not, it's not working for you. Right. And so, when it's more than just yourself, then, a certain amount, it has to be joint decisions and things like that. But it feels like there's somebody else making decisions on your behalf that you don't necessarily agree with. And so you need to step forward and say that, no, that's not going to work. Right? And you can do it nicely and diplomatically and tactfully. And if the person still just kind of goes ahead and does it, well, you need to express it again and not go along with it. You need to create that firm boundary so that they understand that no, this time is over. Now they no longer have that authority over you. Okay, because you have that. That's your own authority over your own self, which they also have over their own self. And you're not trying to take theirs. They can still have theirs, but you need yours. Yeah, okay. Time to breathe. There's lots of ways to breathe. The way I just did it is exactly what people say don't do, but sometimes that's how it works. Breathe. Just breathe, right? Like the general people say, right? Sometimes it's just whatever gets you through it. Sometimes it's not even mindful. It's just get the air in. There is, so I still do a certain amount of other types of hands-on therapy. And what I've learned is that if a person controls their breath, they're not really allowing themselves to sink into the therapy. If they allow their breath to be how it is, then they're much more able to release old restrictions which are no longer serving them. And so controlling your breath is not always what you want, but you do want to be conscious of it, right? So there needs to be times where you're going, holy, I'm suddenly realizing I'm breathing really shallowly. So I just need to take a few deep breaths and release some tension, and then I can go again. And I might notice again later that I'm again breathing shallowly, but it's okay. You know, you're catching it and you're doing it. So, okay. So this is talking about, yeah, okay, never mind. Because that's not the message that they're trying to give right now. They're stopping me from reading this out loud. Sometimes when I think, okay, well, everything that I've just given, is that exactly what they meant, what they wanted me to say? And so those times I read the card, which is not always what the message is, right? And they stopped me from doing that. They said, no, what you've just said, that's exactly what we wanted you to say. It's not whatever's on the card in this particular instance. So I'll just cover it up. Okay. Yeah. So lots of healing. Stretching. So it's interesting because like this deck is the Archangel Raphael deck. Raphael is known as the healing angel. So just the fact that that deck wanted to come forward implies that you have some healing to be done, right? And we all do. Every single person does, Capricorn or not, right now. But so then we have 3 cards of Archangel Raphael. And in the other deck, which is, what is this? It's just the Archangels in general deck, right? One of the cards that came out is Raphael. And that's the breathe card. And so there's a lot of healing going on here for you, a lot of change. It feels like you are a lot more conscious right now of what's going on with you, and like your personal self, your knowledge of yourself, your what you want, how to handle it, how to be in your physical as well as every other way. So, you know, when we talk about healing, it's not just the physical. It's in every way. It's everything. So the next one is to stretch. So if I tap in, I can feel just kind of a general stiffness, a lack of flexibility in the body. And so to eliminate, I guess, that, stretching is the thing. And so you want to do this, you know, a lot of us in like high school gym class maybe, or at the gym, They teach you to do this, you know, stretch, 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 stretch for 10 seconds. And then the other one, stretch for 10 seconds. That's not going to work. Do, so almost any stretch that you're taught anywhere, do that, but get into a position where you can relax and allow gravity to create the stretch. So if it's your back and your hips that you want to stretch, you're going to stand up with soft knees and lean forward. So trying to touch your toes with your hands, right? And so however close you get, like without forcing anything, only allowing gravity to hang you there. Your hands might be only just below your knees. No problem. That's fine. You start where you're at, right? And then you just hang there, just allowing gravity to assist you. And, keep your knees soft. Within a couple of minutes, things will start to soften and you will be able to go a little further forward and a little further forward, and things will just slowly and gradually stretch out that way. It's going to take you 10 minutes or more to do that beautiful stretch. You can have support. You can have a bolster there, something to rest your hands upon. Like all those things are fine. You start where you're at and you go gradually forward, right? And the same is true for any other stretch in any other position. Gravity only and gentle over a long period of time. And that is what's going to create lasting change within your body. Try it. You will be surprised how much different you feel. So definitely do some nice stretching. Okay. Avoid allergens is one of the other things. So if you have things that you already know you are allergic to, avoid them. And I know that sounds like a no-brainer, but if dust is your allergen, how do you avoid dust, right? It's pretty hard, but you can minimize it by keeping your home very clean, right? Or hire somebody to do that for you, or, whatever the case may be, right? Whatever your allergens are, try your best to be without them. And so something else, so allergens, what are they saying? They're saying probiotics help with allergies, okay? Because the gut microbiome has been proven to be one of the things that causes allergies. I think the main thing is what they say. Okay. So it's also about so here we go, talking to your angels. So angel therapy, talking to your angels, asking them for the answers, whatever your questions are, and not just about allergies or stretching or, physical things like that. It's anything that's in your life that you are, even if you're not uncertain about it, just talking to your angels and going, hey, so this is what's going on and that's what's going on. And I'm not quite sure about this thing. So can you help me figure that out? Or show me signs of what I need to be doing, or send me the information. The more you talk with your angels, the more and better and clearer answers you get. And so when you do this all day, every day, it becomes a real habit, and it becomes you tapping in completely to your intuition. And then you understand what your own real desires are. It's a work in process. You're always looking for the better messages. But your angels are saying they're always there with you, and they always want to be giving you these messages. So the more you can tap into that, the better off you will be. Yeah, okay. All right, so here we have the daily guidance cards. And, oh yeah, get grounded. Get really grounded. So, wow, there's lots of really practical advice for you this time. So, getting grounded is, okay, let's do it together right here, right now. Putting your feet flat on the floor or the ground, hopefully the ground, wherever you are. And feeling the bottoms of your feet. Feeling the roots growing from the bottoms of your feet. And they grow down through the floor and through however many floors happen to be beneath you. And they grow into the earth. Those roots are strong and they're beautiful and they're smooth. They are amazing. And so they keep growing through all the thicknesses of the earth. And they get right to that crystal. There's an enormous crystal at the core of the earth. And your roots wrap around that. And that holds you very safe and very secure. And so now every time you breathe, you are pulling resources up through your roots. So from that great big crystal, that is the seed of all the crystals that exist. And so when you are pulling information from there and nutrients and everything else, pulling the energy from there, then you have access to all the wisdom of all the crystals and all the healing from those things. And so you're pulling that up into your feet and up into your body. Now, as the energy comes through the length of your roots, it's also coming through all the thicknesses, the layers of earth. And all those layers have been deposited there through the experience of mankind. And so now you have access to all the wisdom that was learned during those ages, and conflicts and solutions that were found. And then as you continue up the length of your roots, you get to the surface where all the nutrients are in which we grow our food. So every time you breathe, you're inhaling, bringing all that energy from everything up into the bottoms of your feet, up through your legs, your thighs, and up into your pelvis. And oh, if you're like me, you're really tingly right now in those whole areas. And it continues and comes up through your torso, to shoulders, down your arms, and out your fingertips. It's like bing, like Tinkerbell, fairy dust coming out the tips of your fingers. And so then that energy continues up into your whole head, and then it spills over and fills your energy field. And so in that way, your whole body gets filled with this beautiful, fresh, crisp, new energy. And it's tingly and it's vibrant and it feels just amazing throughout the entire body and energy field. And so then as you continue, then you can use your crown chakra to communicate with the divine. And so now every time you exhale, so inhale first, bring everything up. And exhale, now you're bringing everything from the divine down through yourself and out your feet. And in that way, the communication is back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, all day, every day, with every breath. And so now you are always filled up. You're always fresh. You can flush out anything that's stagnant. And it's always new energy. And then you're grounded. And you're safe and you're secure. And that's being grounded. Yeah, fabulous. Okay. All right. So, Capricorn, let's send all that grounding energy to everyone in the whole world. Okay? Now that we're all grounded and we're tingly, let's send that to every person in the whole world. Oh, yeah. So now, like, I can see and feel people who've been lacking in focus and who've been, like, they're kind of floating above the ground instead of on it or within it. Now they're coming back to earth. Oh, and it feels good because now they can focus. Now they can accomplish their life. Fabulous. Capricorn, I want you to know how much I appreciate you and how much I love you, and I will see you next week.